Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Hbar family. I'm sure you guys are very excited as to, what's happening with the crypto space. Finally, we're starting to see, a lot of bullish momentum coming in. As far as the month of August goes, we know, it did start off on a little bit of a negative note, but, we're starting to see that pretty much no longer being the case because, today, once again, a lot of green across the board. But one specific thing that I want you guys to be paying attention to, which I'll later go in the update, is something that you want to be paying attention to, and that's something we've been talking about on the channel. But over the last 48 hours, if you kind of want to look at it from that time frame, you can see double digit gains pretty much across the board. So far so good. We'll take that. Price of Hbar 26.6 cents, up 1% in Bitcoin. Comparative valuation sitting pretty much where it was yesterday at $11.3 billion. 24-hour trading volume at about $356.3 million. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. I want you guys to understand what ended up happening. And yes, that is with the index itself, because of course you guys know your boy Crypto ZX have continuously talked to you guys about how we want to be pushing more towards the downside. But what ended up happening was we actually broke below our July lows at 60.4%. And right now we're sitting exactly at that 60% line, which of course is a very, very important lane for the dominance, because dropping below this would mean, we're retesting, obviously levels that we haven't seen since the beginning of the year. But speaking about the beginning of the year, the last time, we were even at 60% on dot for the dominance was at the beginning of the year. So this is amazing to see if you are an altcoin holder. And speaking about altcoins are definitely starting to feel the love, because if you're looking at BTC right now, Bitcoin is still ranging around the 116,800. It's not that, Bitcoin broke out towards the 120K range. We still have yet to see that for the month of August, for the price of Bitcoin to go back above $120,000. We're still below the, $118,000 key resistance. So we did retest the 117,800 resistance two different times, but still below it. But the fact that you're still seeing altcoins up right now is due to the fact that the dominance has broken below the July lows. You guys know I've emphasized the dominance every single update of mine on this channel. It's such an important tool to be paying attention to, and now you're really starting to see that really playing out. But if you're looking at Hbar, even though Hbar is not seeing explosive moves, but we are seeing something very, very important happening. And what that is the fact that we have retested right exactly at the 27 cents key resistance. I spoke to you guys about this before, how I am projecting a little bit of a rejection at that range. That's exactly what ended up happening. Look at this for yourself. You can't make this up. Let me show you guys the hourly time frame, and then you will have a better look at what's happening. So check this out. We touched right at the neckline, guys. Once again, if the past price action was not enough indication for you to know that this is an important level, you cannot deny the fact that this is a very, very important range, because we touched right at the neckline, got rejected at that range, as to be expected. Because if we're able to turn this resistance into support, obviously now we're starting off the weekend. On the weekend, more manipulation than usual as CME futures are closed, but we could still push towards the upside above this range and turn it into a support. If it's able to do that, I am projecting the 0.50 neckline to be retested once again. And of course, after that, we know what happened for Hbar. I think we could really start pushing up to not just our July levels. We could even start pushing up to yearly highs, which of course a lot of people want to see happening. So far so good. Really like what I'm seeing here with Hbar. Amazing stuff. Do let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button and come join the Crypto ZX army. And I will see you later on Crypto ZX, and peace out.